Hi and welcome to lesson 8 of the How to Start Your Own Magazine course. So this is the second last lesson in this course, and in this lesson we are going to be talking about having an accompanying podcast to your magazine. So first of all, we're going to start with the benefits of having a podcast and how to get started. So I am going to be referring to my computer next to me for my notes. So these days it seems like everyone has a podcast, but why? Can you make any money from it? Well, I'm here to answer those questions for you in today's lesson. So first of all, let's start off by talking about what is a podcast. So in this day and age, most people will know what they are and possibly will listen to podcasts. But if you don't know what they are, a podcast is basically like radio, but it's a pre-recorded episode, if you will, and you can listen to the podcasts in order or however you like. A lot of different people have podcasts for different reasons. Some are educational, some are for entertainment. There's just all sorts of things, and radio stations often, at least in Australia, now use podcasts as well because they can reach a larger audience. Now there's lots of places you can put podcasts as well, but we'll go into that later in the lesson. So podcasts are usually informative or entertaining. They are easy to listen to when walking, driving, cleaning the house, or for times when you can't look at a screen. So imagine watching a video on YouTube. Essentially, that's what it is minus the watching part. Having a podcast can be both fun and beneficial to you and your magazine in the following ways. A podcast can bring your magazine to life. Imagine you interview someone for your magazine, so why not have them on the podcast as well? This way, people can either read the article or listen to the person live, or both. It adds an interactive quality to your publication. So that's such a fun feature that I think can go hand in hand with your magazine, and I have done this before. So is to interview someone in the physical copy of your magazine and also have the interview on a podcast so they can listen to or read the interview and hear the person's voice, and it just makes it more of an interactive experience. So my second point is to let your audience get to know you. There is something different about hearing someone's voice versus reading it on paper. I find that hearing someone's voice helps me connect to them more. For example, imagine you were texting someone all the time. Sure, you can still have that connection with them, but speaking with them over the phone or on Skype can add a connection value that just isn't there over text. So here I have added an article that explains how we automatically connect more with people when we hear their voices, So you can access this article if you go to the Patreon document, link down below. You're more likely to talk openly and cut less out. If you're speaking with someone naturally, be it face-to-face or on a phone call, when filming a podcast, or if you're just there talking by yourself about a topic, listeners can hear this. We tend to edit more when we type, and that is because we see what we've written and we kind of think, oh, I could cut that out. But when you talk, things just come out, and sometimes you might think they need to be edited, but they don't. So it's just a way to avoid that process. My next point is a podcast can be another revenue stream. While you don't get paid for making the podcast, you can charge ad placements on them. So if you build up your podcast enough and have great content, businesses are likely to want to place ads in each podcast episode. And I put a link here that gives you a great tool to calculate how much you should be charging for ads on your podcast based on the reach. So that's the amount of listeners, as well as current trends in advertising rates. See last module on target market and how to approach people about ads. The same applies for podcasts. Again, when approaching a business for possible ads, always include your media kit. If you're stuck on what type of content to put out, listen to some other podcasts for inspiration. On KBS Magazine podcast, the majority of my episodes are interviews. So let's go over some misconceptions about podcasts. It has to be great quality / I have to use expensive equipment and editing programs. So this is false. I usually just record myself asking the interview questions on my phone and send it to the subject, and they will send back an answer. Or I record the phone call using Tape a Call, which is an app, And when it comes to editing, I use iMovie on my Mac computer to edit and save it as an MP3, which is an audio file, rather than an MP4, which is a video file. All free and easy to use. My next point is there is no money in podcasting, which is false as well. As we talked about earlier in the module, ad placements can be a great source of passive income. Now, as for where to host your magazine, I put mine on SoundCloud, which is free, and put the RSS link on Podbean, which I've added the link here too, which shares it to all the podcast listening platforms that you could imagine. And here are a few. So it sends it to iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Spotify, kbs.ko.kr, which is KBS World. I think that is a Korean podcasting stream. Audio Junkie, Apple Podcasts, Listen Notes, Speaker.com, amongst thousands of others. If you would still like to up your podcast game with equipment, you can still purchase good quality equipment for a good price on places like Amazon.com. Though I personally don't recommend doing this until you are well underway with your podcast and or have a good audience, because it's just a waste of money if you're not established, and in my personal opinion. And then I put some pictures here of things that you can buy. So that is my lesson on podcasting. And I was just looking over module 9, and since module 8 was quite short, I'm just going to add module 9 into module 8, and this can just be the last 2 lessons. So let's jump into module 9, which is marketing and affiliate marketing. So let's start with hashtags and social media. When posting on social media accounts for your magazine, it is important to use good hashtags so that when people search these hashtags, they find your content. Some good ones for magazine publications that I have found are hashtag magazine, hashtag magazine culture, hashtag magazine shoot, hashtag magazine design, hashtag magazine cover, hashtag magazines, hashtag zine, hashtag zines, hashtag magazine editorial, hashtag Vogue magazine, hashtag art magazine, hashtag magazine street, hashtag magazine submissions, hashtag magazine style. So another good tip is to create a hashtag for your own magazine, such as hashtag KBS magazine, and or use a hashtag that represents your niche, such as hashtag tattoo magazine. Feel free to copy and paste these hashtags onto your photos, and you can access these again in the Patreon document. So you may be wondering what to post on your magazine's social media account. Sitting down and mapping out your content can be a good way to figure this out. Again, go back to your niche. If it is tattoos, post pictures of eye-catching tattoos that somehow go back to your new articles. If it is a 4x4 magazine, do the same. If you have a look at the KBS Magazine Instagram account, we have images that reflect our lifestyle content and articles. For example, we do beauty reviews. We have posted images from time to time with the product that has been reviewed, and have even gone as far as to tag the company in a paid partnership post. Paid partnership tagging goes a long way, as it shows your audience and other brands that you are professional and that other brands are willing to work with you. Next is affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is another great way to bring in some income. As a creative, it can be hard to bring in income. This is why having several income streams is important in this line of work. Examples of income streams could include Patreon.com, a monthly subscription service of sorts that allows your fans to pay you for your work, for example, your magazine, podcasts, videos, etc. YouTube is another one. So on YouTube, you can post videos related to your magazine content. For example, a photo shoot for your magazine. YouTube is a great option, though you do need a 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours to make money from it. Another option is becoming an affiliate marketer on any website. Most websites have them these days. And what that means is that you refer people to a website, and when they purchase something from the website, you can make a cut of that profit. So for example, if you like this course and wanted to refer friends to do it, I would give you a link which you can give to your friends, and when they buy the course, you get a cut. I am actually doing this, by the way, so let me know if you would like a code. If you have a product or website in mind that you use all the time on like Canva for design or MagCloud, type into Google Canva affiliate or MagCloud affiliate or any other that you can think of to see if they have a program available. If you can't find anything, send them an email, because sometimes they just don't have it advertised, but they do something like that. So I put a link here to a great blog post about affiliate marketing. So moving on to marketing. While affiliate marketing is a great option, you need to make sure that you are marketing your product to the best of your ability also. So marketing is your way of telling the world about your product and why they need to buy it. So while marketing may seem really technical and boring, it can be fun and creative. So below are some of my preferred ways to market my magazines, book and publishing company. So here I have Google Ads, which I use a lot, mostly for my YouTube videos, and I find that it goes a long way. It gets me exposure and gets me views, and in turn subscribers, because people are able to find my videos when they play as an ad on other people's videos, and then they go and check out my channel, which is awesome. Google Ads are a great and affordable way to market your products, as they have the potential to reach a lot of people and are fairly easy to use. So here is a look at my Google Ads account. As you can see, I have 2 video ads running currently for $1 a day, and I have pictures of these down below, which you can see in the Patreon document. So these ads are running on YouTube. I get to choose whose videos they play on, how much I spend, keywords, locations that the ads will play in, and you also have the option to make your ad appear on Google or websites as well. I have some images there as a tutorial if you get the document in Patreon. So the next is Facebook ads. Facebook ads are another great option, as they are easy to put together and reach a whole different audience to Google. So rather than an ad playing when someone is watching a video, or a direct Google search for your service or name like Google provides, Facebook places ads on or both Facebook and Instagram in order to reach shoppers, aka people that don't know that they are looking for a magazine or something to buy, but happen upon it as Facebook places your ad in between posts. My next point is word of mouth. So every opportunity that you get, talk about your product. Every conversation that you have with someone, find a way to work it into a conversation. Meet someone new, tell them about it. Already told them, talk about it until they buy it. It sounds ruthless, but it honestly is the best way to market your products. So my last point is local marketing. Ask hair salons, beauty salons, libraries, etc. if you can place some free printed copies in their salons, their stores, their libraries for people to read. Another good option is those little free library boxes. You can print a bunch of your magazines and put them in there as well. Cafes are good too, as sometimes they have a little bookshelf or some copies on the table, so you can do that. Anywhere you can think of, so think outside the box. Another option is to attend local markets and fairs and have a stand selling your magazine. If you are a bridal magazine, go for a bridal fair. The point of marketing is to get the word out. So anything you have to do, do it. Even printing stickers and putting them on your car windows. Just think outside the box. Letterbox drops, anything. So I've just put a link to both MagCloud and Adobe for you to get started on your magazine if you haven't already. And that brings us to the end of the How to Publish Your Own Magazine 101 course. I really hope that you got a lot out of this course. I have spent so much time, like over a year, putting this course together and perfecting it, and I'm always making it better as time goes on. And eventually I will be pulling this course away from YouTube and putting it somewhere where people have to pay for it. So make sure you watch all of the videos in this playlist before that happens. And please make sure you subscribe to my channel as I put out magazine content often. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know why you enjoyed the course, or if you have any more questions. Please don't forget to check out my Patreon down below, as this is where I will upload all of the course documents and information, as well as a complete guide to starting your own magazine, which I'm currently working on, and that will go on Patreon and also for sale on my website. It will have everything from start to finish on starting a magazine. It will have everything from this course. It will have everything that I've ever mentioned on YouTube. Any questions that have been asked to me, I will answer in that book. So it will literally have everything I know in my head about starting up a magazine. So with all that being said, thank you so much for investing in my course and sticking with me through these 10 videos, and I will see you on my next video.